it's Kaylee, and welcome to the third installment of the Magical Beast book review. I know this is a day late, but I had some personal issues come up. Sorry, cracking my knuckles. Personal issues come up, and so I wanted to take care of those before I actually had time to focus on my book review. So this week we're gonna do Nevermore by Creagh. This is like my favorite book series ever, and I've got something really cool to show you. And we're gonna do my dog, the Masque of the Red Death. Cricket, hush. Masque of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. And before we get started, so Creagh just had her second book come out last Tuesday, which I have here. I'm like 100 pages away from finishing it. Just had her book come out. I was talking on Twitter with one of my friends, and I was like, oh, what if I got Varen's Raven patch, which is this right here, tattooed on my shoulder, because I already have, let me see if I can show you, Poe tattooed on my shoulder, and that's kind of what the story is about, just a little bit. And she tweets me back, and she's like, oh, well, just email me your mailing address, and I'll send you one of the temporary tattoos so you can see if you want it. And I was like, oh, Creagh knows who I am. It was really cool. And so I got this in the mail yesterday. Came home on break to get it while I was at work. Check this out. It's got Poe here, and this Raven stamp, which is just super duper cool. And then on the back, it's got a raven and a pretty butterfly. Oh, so excited. Now, there's like a bunch of stuff on the envelope just as itself that relates to her story. Like, here, I'm going to try and show you. You can't really tell, but Varen, one of the main characters in the book, writes in just purple ink. That's all he writes in. And so the whole envelope is addressed in purple ink, and it's super duper cool. And she also sent me these bookmarks with her lovely autograph. Gotta love it. One's got Isabel, and one's got this is Varen. Okay. This is Isabel, and they're the two main characters in the story. And then she sent me three the Raven tattoos. Super duper excited about. Goodness. So I got that in the mail yesterday, and that's pretty cool. And I love this Raven stamp. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in to we'll do Nevermore first. Alright, and so Nevermore is about super gorgeous popular cheerleader Isabel, and she gets paired up with the beautiful gothic Varen for this project that's due on Halloween. And so Varen decides that they're going to do it on Poe. Edgar Allan Poe, if you guys didn't know. Some people don't. And so they get stuck together on this project, and as they do, strange things start happening. Like, Isabel starts feeling like she's being watched, she starts having these weird dreams, and then it comes out that Varen is being drawn into this other world where Poe's stories are coming to life, which is kind of the same world that Poe was drawn into. And if you guys have ever looked at Poe's death, there's a lot of mystery surrounding Poe's death. He disappeared for 3 days and then was screaming for a man named Reynolds when they found him and they hospitalized him. It's really strange. But that is pretty much a summary of Nevermore. Cheerleader meets gothic kid, and they have a strange adventure after they find out Varen is being, drawn into this other world. Favorite character for Nevermore is actually two, which is kind of weird. It's Varen, the main male character, the male lead, and just because he's got we both have that love of Poe, and we both were always writing, and I'm pretty sure that if I was a dude, I would be Varen, just flat out. And then there's this other creature. He's a creature called Pen Feathers, and I don't want to give away the whole book, but just look out for Pen Feathers if you ever read Nevermore by Creagh. Just, you will love him, especially in the second book. You will love him. My favorite scene in Nevermore is Isabel's a cheerleader, and she's dating this big football star, Brad, and so they go out for ice cream one night, and they happen to stumble upon this little place that nobody really knows, and she's like, well, why are we here? And they open it up, and they open the door, and Varen's working there. He's working at this old ice cream parlor, and Brad does not like Varen. I mean, he's this big football star, and he's like, oh, this goth kid's gonna, like, steal my girl, and it's retarded. Which he ends up doing, by the way. But, so they, like, Brad gets mad, and there's Nikki, who's another cheerleader, and somebody else is there, and they destroy, just totally flipping over ice cream, flipping over tables, destroy the ice cream parlor. And Isabel's, like, pissed off, and she's like, no, and she dumps Brad, and she sends them out, and so she stays and she helps Varen clean up, and they start to, like, really, like, learn about each other, and it's pretty cool. And there's a song, before I forget, that goes along with this book. It's called Emily Not Gone by Cemetery Sighs. I suggest you check it out and really, like, listen to it as you're reading the book. Super, super cool. My rating for Nevermore is definitely a 10 out of 10. It is the best darn thing. I love it. It's my favorite book series. And like I said, she does have a second book. It came out last Tuesday, August 28th, and it is called Enshadowed. And the only reason I haven't finished it yet is because I've been working every day. So, check it out. You will love the book. It's a great book. And the next one we're going to do is Masque of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. And for those of you who don't know, the original Masque of the Red Death was written by Edgar Allan Poe. So we're kind of keeping a theme here, Poe theme. Alright, and this one is about, gotta find my note card, sorry. This one is about a plague that has overtaken the city. And young Araby, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, it's Araby, is trying just to live. She lives in, like, this big penthouse while everybody else in the town is getting sick, and they have these masks that protect you from this plague that's killing everybody. And so she has to band together with the rebellious Elliot, who is actually the prince's nephew, to try to take back the city and save all the people from getting sick. They're trying to get the prince out so that they can give masks away freely, because the prince only allows people who can pay a lot of money to get these masks. And so it's kind of cute. It's like a prologue to what would have happened before Edgar Allan Poe's The Masque of the Red Death, if that makes any sense. I hope that it does. So my favorite character for The Masque of the Red Death, I only have one. His name's Will. And Will works as the, kind of like the doctor at this club that they all go to. And, like, it's like a legit club. There's people there dancing, they do drugs and drinking, and not that that really happens at real clubs. I mean, I'm sure it does, but I've never been to know. But he is this doctor, and he's beautiful, dark hair, big blue eyes, tattoos everywhere. Tattoos everywhere. And he's really sweet. He takes care of his two younger siblings because their parents are gone. And so when he's not working at the club, he's taking care of his siblings, and it's really, really cute, and he's really sweet, and I adore him. And my favorite scene would be Araby and Will do start to fall for each other, and the city is going up in flames. People are, like, there's a new plague that comes in town, which they're calling the Red Death, and he takes her up in a hot air balloon above the city just so they can have, like, a few minutes together alone without their masks, because if you're up at this particular altitude, the air is cleaner for you. Oh, my computer went black. I apologize. And so he's telling her how he really feels, and then he just kisses her in this hot air balloon. And you're like, oh, yay, they finally kissed. And then it's really sweet. It's just really, really cute. The Masque of the Red Death, I would give a 9 out of 10 rating for it, just because it kind of ended in a weird spot, but I'm not going to tell you how it ends. I would have liked to see it continue along, but hopefully there will be more. And Miss Bethany Griffin does have another book out. It's called Handcuffs, and I have not read it yet, but that is another book that she has. Alright guys, well I thank you for watching another installment of Magical Beast Book Review. If you guys have any books you want to suggest, just let me know and I will go pick them up as soon as I have a free day from the bookstore. And if you guys want to see me do a book review on something, let me know. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them below. And I wish you the very best magical day possible. Okay, bye you guys.